Hi everyone, Cheryl here from Love and Light Yoga, and thank you for joining me for this 20-minute morning yoga practice. You won't need anything for this, just yourself and your mat, so whenever you are ready, let's begin. Okay everyone, so let's begin this morning by coming into a child's pose. Just take the toes together, the knees nice and wide, and walk the fingers towards the top of your mat. Rest the forehead down either onto the mat, maybe onto a pillow or on top of the hands. And just focus on taking a few deep breaths here. And if this pose feels quite tight, that's okay. It's to be expected, especially if we are not too long out of bed. So just focus on breathing a little bit deeper, allowing the breath to gently open up the muscles. Let the body relax. And direct your breath right down into your belly. So deep inhales into the belly, full exhales out. Take one more deep breath here. And then go ahead and lift the gaze and look towards the fingertips. And we're going to come up onto fingertips here. So lift the elbows off the mat, try to keep the hips back towards the heels, and then walk the hands over towards the right. So the hands might even come off the mat. And then go ahead and rest the forehead back down. So we should start to feel a deeper stretch through the left hand side of your body. Imagine this time directing your inhale right into the left-hand side of your waist. Take one more breath here. And then look back towards the fingertips, come onto the fingers, walk the hands all the way back through center. This time coming off towards the left, just come as far across as is comfortable. And then rest the chest, rest the forehead back down. Sending your inhale into the right hand side of your waist, feeling that deeper stretch through the right hand side of the body. Take one more breath here. And then look towards the fingers one last time. Walk the hands back into center. And then lift the hips and come into your tabletop. So on all fours, wrists under shoulders and knees under hips. And we're just going to start to take some big circles with the body. So sending the bum all the way back towards the heels, shifting across to one side, and just ultimately making these big circles with the body. And it doesn't really matter what this looks like. It doesn't matter if the shoulders and the elbows start to get involved. Maybe the elbows bend a little bit. Maybe we let the head hang heavy. Just as long as this feels good in the body, starting to waken everything up, calling in some energy, some movement. And at some point switching directions of those circles, just taking a few the other way, just evening things out. And then the next time we come up through center, meet me back in your tabletop, and we'll take a few cat-cows. So as we inhale, we look forward, we roll the shoulders open and drop the belly. And as we exhale, we tuck the chin into the chest, we pull the tummy button back towards the spine. Inhale, we roll the spine forwards, drop the belly. Exhale, chin to chest, round the back. Nice, just continue on here, inhaling to come forwards, exhaling to come under. And rather than focusing on the movement here, try to focus more on the breath. Let the breath guide the movement here. Taking just a few more breaths. And then eventually coming back into your tabletop on all fours with a nice neutral spine. And then from here, we're going to drop down to the elbows. So the elbows are going to be exactly where the palms of the hands were. And we're going to keep the hips high and over the knees. If this is enough for your body, as I say, we might not be too long out of bed, so maybe this feels like just enough for the spine, we can stay here. If we are feeling a little bit more open this morning and we want to go a little bit further, we might start to walk the fingertips forwards. And we can come down super slowly here into our puppy pose, and we want to think about reaching the chest towards the mat. Take the forehead onto the floor and breathe. Take a few deep breaths here. This is quite a deep back bend, especially in the mornings. It can feel maybe a little bit more intense than it normally would, so just breathe. With every exhale, try to release, try to let go. Let the chest feel heavy, the head feel heavy. Take one more big inhale and a full exhale. Nice, and then slowly we can release by bringing the hands all the way back underneath the shoulders into your tabletop. Nice. From here, spread the fingers nice and wide, and we're going to come into a downward facing dog. So tuck the toes under, and when you're ready, start to lift the hips high, send the hips back. Keep the palms of the hands pressing into the mat. And we're going to find some movement this morning. So start to walk the dog out, bending each knee at a time. Really getting into those hamstrings. Stretching the entire back line of the body. Taking a break whenever we need to. But always remembering to breathe, so keep breathing. And then eventually find a little bit of stillness in your downward facing dog. Maybe take a nice deep bend through the knees. Keep pressing the hands into the floor. Take a big inhale and a full exhale. Nice, and then start to walk the hands back towards the feet. And we're going to meet at the back of our mat in a forward fold. So maybe you want to keep that nice deep bend through the knees. Maybe you want to straighten out the knees. Maybe you want to take hold of opposite elbows. Whatever works for your body in this moment is fine. But everything from your hips up, completely relaxed. The head is heavy. The arms, the shoulders. Relaxing the entire length of your spine here. Take a few deep breaths. And then after your next full exhale, if you're holding the elbows, we can release and slowly roll yourself all the way up and coming all the way into standing. When we come to stand on the mat, take a few big rolls through the shoulders, just opening the chest up. And then come back into stillness. Nice. From our standing position, we want to have the feet about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit wider if that feels good for you. But we're going to inhale, take a nice big reach up towards the sky and take hold of the right wrist in your left hand. Take an inhale to pull the right hand up, and as we exhale, dive to the side. Hold it here. And we might not get too far, it doesn't matter. We're just stretching the right hand side of the body. Release, come back to center. Take hold of the left wrist in your right hand. Inhale to reach up and exhale to dive to the side. Hold it here. Come on back up through center. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. And then as we exhale, find your cactus arms. So bend the elbows, shine the chest forward and find a slight back bend. Release, come back to center, and then exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Take a few breaths here. Maybe find a little rock or sway from side to side. And then eventually coming back to center, pressing into the feet and rolling all the way up to standing. Let's take that same sequence again. So inhale, reach up, take hold of the right wrist. Inhale, pull the arm up. Exhale, dive to the side. Hold it here. Keep breathing. Release to center. Take hold of the left wrist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive to the side. Release back to center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, find your cactus arms. Shine the chest forwards. Find a back bend. Maybe look up. Take one more breath here. And then release. Reach the hands all the way back up. Take an inhale and exhale. Bend the knees. Find a forward fold. Bring the hands either to the floor or onto the legs. And just find a little sway side to side. Breathe it out here. Feel that little rush of energy working through the body. And then come back to stillness. From here, take a generous bend through the knees, bring the hands to the floor, and we're going to walk the palms forwards and come into your plank. And if a full plank is too strong at this time, just bring the knees to the floor and find a little half plank. But we're going to hold it here. We're going to keep the core engaged, keep the belly button pulling back towards the spine. Keep the arms strong, palms of the hands pressing into the mat. Take 3 more breaths. We got this. And then after your 3rd breath, bring the knees back to the floor, untuck the toes, and sit your bum back for a child's pose. Forehead to the mat, take a couple of breaths. Take one more full inhale and exhale. And then 2, release. We can lift the gaze. We can walk the hands back towards the knees. And from here, we're going to release the legs out in front of us and come to sit on our bums. Nice. From here, we're going to bring the right knee in towards the chest. And we're going to keep the left leg nice and active by pointing the toes up towards the sky. Wrap your left arm around your right leg, bring the right hand out behind your hip, and we're going to find a twist. So inhale to sit the spine tall, and exhale to twist everything towards the right. Hold it here. Keep those shoulders nice and soft. Maybe start to send the gaze over the back shoulder. And if this is enough, we can stay here focusing on the breath, or if we want to go a little bit deeper, we can take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee and use that as a little bit of leverage to help you twist a little bit further. Take one more full breath here. And then gently release and untwist yourself all the way back through center. We'll do a little switch with the legs. So send the right leg long and bring the left knee in towards the chest. Nice. Finding our position here by bringing that left foot as close in towards the body as feels good. Keep the right leg nice and active. Keep the toes pointing up towards the sky. And then wrap that right arm around the left leg. Bring the left hand out behind your hip. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale into your twist. And this side might feel completely different from the previous side. So if this is enough, we can stay here. Once again, just focusing on that breath. Or maybe we hook the right elbow onto the outside of the left knee and use that leverage to help you twist a bit further. Direct your breath right down into the belly. Take one more breath. And then release yourself all the way back into center. And from here, for our last position, we're going to find our butterfly stretch. So soles of the feet come together, let the knees open out towards the sides, and the feet can come as close in towards the body as feels right. Take hold of the feet or the ankles or the legs, and inhale to sit up tall. And as we're sitting tall, we are sending our knees to the floor. Take a big inhale. And as we exhale, start to draw the chest down towards the feet. Let the head hang heavy. And just feel this nice big opening in through the hips and in through the lower back. And take a few deep breaths here. Maybe even close your eyes. Maybe start to think about something that you are excited or looking forward to today. Maybe thinking about what kind of day we wish to have. And sending yourself just a few little thoughts of love and of gratitude for starting your day right. And taking this time for yourself. Take your last full breath here. And then slowly roll all the way back up into center. If the eyes are closed, we might open back up through the eyes. Come into whatever position is comfortable for you. And take one last inhale to reach the hands up, and exhale your hands to your heart. And thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. I hope you're feeling good after that. You can let me know in the comments if you like this practice. Please give it a like. If you would like to see more, please subscribe, and have a fantastic rest of your day. Namaste.